Welcome to Music for Picture, where one morning a week a guest filmmaker brings us a short film, and by the end of the day we've created a soundtrack. Today we have a very special guest. Good morning! Say hi!
Papa.
Oh, I gotta get some PBJ.
Today, we're being joined by my dad. John and I go back a long ways. Our careers have twisted and turned, and we've provided each other encouragement, grief counseling, and everything in between.
So I brought you an animated short that my team at the Bible Project's been working on. The Bible Project is this crowdfunded project. It's like a team of animators and illustrators, and we take biblical books and we take themes in the Bible and we make short films out of them. And it's all, we just put them up on YouTube. This short film is on the Gospel of Luke, just chapters 1 and 2, so it's the birth of John the Baptist and birth of Jesus. And it's perfect because it's right in time for Christmas. So this is kind of like a Christmas episode for you. So, okay, so here's my concern with the music. We want to be thoughtful and create curiosity, but we don't want to tell people how to feel. I'm afraid that by adding music, we're going to tell people to feel too directly, and people will feel manipulated by that. If you could figure out a way to do something that hints towards Christmas, but in a way that isn't the like, it's a holly jolly Christmas. It's not something so jolly and enthusiastic. There's lots of Christmas hymns that are very brooding. One that's been stuck in my head is God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Today, we're making a Christmas song.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
So I keep trying to figure out the timing of this melody, and when I stare at the screen it seems almost like it's not working, and then I tried closing my eyes and it worked all of a sudden. And I think that's because the VO is carrying a lot of the actual timing.
They go and find the newborn Jesus in this really dingy place, and their minds are blown.
So the shepherds are going and doing something. I want to be kind of active there, and then their minds are blown. I kind of like the idea of a break there, dramatic break.
These shepherds, who aren't very clean themselves, they go and find the newborn Jesus in this really dingy place, and their minds are blown. They go home one...
It was a little late in terms of right after the word. Like would be like blown, would be cool.
And their minds are blown.
I think that was it. I need to watch the whole thing in context to make sure it doesn't feel too rushed.
Jesus in this really dingy place, and their minds are blown. They go...
I like the single note at the end. One thing you could do is, we talked about losing the melody around the shepherds.
Yep.
And we're talking about them being confused. So maybe just confuse the melody and like make it something completely different. Is there anything else that you're going to layer in?
I'm looking for a chance to use Chris.
Okay.
So maybe I would use him for some confusion during that.
Yeah. You don't need like a juicy beat.
and laying in a grimy feeding trough.
Yeah, which is pretty gross.
Totally. And then these shepherds who...
Reaction shot!
The thing I was really worried about with this is that it would feel too in your face, like if you're trying to manipulate emotions with music. And there's a lot of emotion there, but it's like this really gentle emotion. It's contemplative enough. And then it's got all this cool, Christmassy undertones with the melody. And I love how God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. And there's something that it almost makes it feel sacred, but in a very foreboding way. And I really like how that works.
What's up, Tim?
Hey, Brian's here.
Hey Brian, what's up, man?
Here, let me try to say what I think you were saying. The shepherds are walking, and it's all just kind of that disorientation stuff.
Just do
Put that where we're with the shepherds with baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah. So that was our main feeling. The rest of it, we were fans.
No rest for the weary.
No rest for the weary.
We'll get something figured out.
We're on it, Tim. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
And they'll know that it's the Messiah because he's going to be wrapped up and laying in a grimy feeding trough.
Jesus in the manger, and he feels it's sad because it's dirty and there's poop and
Flies.
and stinky shepherds. And not only was the music we had in there kind of distracting from the sound design, but also it just sounded kind of like not grimy enough.
Yeah.
The word that Tim used was grimy.
He also asked for more sleigh bell.
Print it! Thanks for watching, everybody. We're breaking for the holiday. We'll see you again in the new year. Please have a nice time watching the last 90 seconds of Bible Project's Gospel of Luke chapters 1 and 2, Christmas edition. Please check out the full episode at youtube.com/join the Bible Project. John, is that right?
No, just the Bible Project. YouTube.com/the Bible Project.
Get it. Have fun eating turkey.
Birds with their flocks. And an angel appears, which, of course, freaks them out. But they're told to celebrate, because tonight in Bethlehem, a Savior has been born.
Yeah, they're told to go and find this baby, and they'll know that it's the Messiah because he's going to be wrapped up and laying in a grimy feeding trough.
Yeah, which is pretty gross.
Totally. And then these shepherds, who aren't very clean themselves, they go and find the newborn Jesus in this really dingy place, and their minds are blown. They go home wondering what on earth is about to happen.
And this is all really strange. I mean, if God's really coming to save the world, this isn't how you would expect him to arrive. Born in an animal shelter to a teenage girl, celebrated by no-name shepherds.
Exactly. I mean, everything is backwards in Luke's story, and that's the point. He is showing how God's kingdom was first revealed in these dirty places among the poor, because Jesus is here to bring salvation by turning our world order upside down.
Please subscribe.